This video is to talk about phrasing, my phrasing especially. And I'm using right now Amplitude 3 with a custom preset. This is a Marshall, as you guys can see. Sorry for the microphone being so far. I hope my voice can be heard. And what I have here is a Marshall, a cabinet, 4x12 close, 25C, and two microphones. On the rack have a delay and a reverb. Delay is the reverb is not engaged right now, and a compressor. And on the stump box I have this overscreen. But basically what I want to talk about is the phrasing. So I use on my solos, basically what I almost always use is the pentatonic. So imagine you have something in the key of E. Right, and I mix, some people ask me, the extra notes I mix on this scale, and they're just the minor scale, in this case in A, right? So imagine you have a progression chord and you're soloing over A, and you're using the minor pentatonic. With the blues one, you add that extra note. Probably you guys already know about this. And then I had this one. Of course, this is the correct way, or one of the ways to do it, but you can, because you end up where you started at the 5th fret, but you can end up around here. To complement the already existing pentatonic underneath, I mean. And then on this string, you have this one. On this one you can go like this, off tone. I'm just trying to be on this shape here. This one. Now if you mix the pentatonic, the minor pentatonic in A, the minor scale in A, and the blues scale, you end up with a lot of notes like this. Also, depends on what you're soloing over, because if you have something very straight like this, you'll probably only use the pentatonic by itself with some touches. This note is also important here, outside of the box, but it goes really well. It's this one here from the famous riff. Right, and but if you have something like a ballad, like this kind of chord, then you go for the minor scale, assuming it's all in minor, I mean the progression chords. And in this case, you might actually use both scales. So you can use the pentatonic and blend it together with a minor one. I think you guys know what I mean. So basically my phrasing is this one, and I use this almost all the time. I mean, if the thing is more of a happy thing, I move over and I start using the major pentatonic and the major scale in A. Can go we can play this several places in the neck, of course. But most of the things I start to solo, I always use this shape. So this basically answering the question what I'm using for the shape, and then I blend some techniques like the legato stuff and the slides and the vibrato, huge vibratos, especially when I have more distortion, and things like I've been listening to Joe Satriani for all my life, especially when I started playing guitar, and I got this from him. I had no other guitar player to listen to back in the time, so you know, you just pick some notes and the other goes like legato, pull-offs and hammer-ons. This time I go out of the box. It's more of a classical thing. It's not here. Also, one thing I do, if it's more of a rock and roll oriented stuff, I'll go here and apply the stuff from the pentatonic blues scale. But this pattern here, I'll do the same pattern on the rest of the strings. All right, so it leaves us here with this one note, very common in blues. All right, the octave, it's here, lower octave, so you can go there too. So, to end up this, what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, you get to know, you get to see there's a lot of notes. If I play all the notes, just in this, let's call it box, or this place here, on the 5th and 6th, 7th, 8th fret, I'll get to have all these notes to play. This also this, now is, and this one, it's completely out of context, but you can see a lot of jazz players go like. So it goes well also as a passage note, you know. And then you go and apply all your techniques over the or the licks, I mean, over the scale that you've learned. So basically most of my videos I use this method where I like I said before, do the where is the case where I have to use the pentatonic, and it's a minor scale. I blend together the minor scale and the minor pentatonic and the blues scale and some other random notes, like here Paul Hubert uses this a lot. Having all just these notes, you have a lot of to explore, you know, without leaving this place. So if you learn this and you learn the other shapes around this one, like the second scale that comes to mind, course, I'm leaving the shape, the frets I was mentioned before. But regarding the emails I received, and once again, people ask me what scales are you using, what are you blending, what are you blending, and so this is it. Of course, as I know all the shapes, I continue to go all the frets, you know, like you can go just in one string, like this one, B. And if you know all these positions in all over all the strings, like in E, you'll know the other. If you know all the positions, like I was saying, in all the strings, you'll get your shapes together. So basically, this is it. When it's something more of a metal stuff or something like that, I'll try to go a little bit different, and I do not apply this kind of minor stuff. I prefer to go like more direct, and sometimes I'll do something like those fancy scales, like they have a name that I can't recall, you know. But basically, this is for rock, blues, ballads. You have a lot of things and stuff here. One thing I advise you is to try to practice this with a backing track over YouTube or something like that. Or if you have like a backing track, I have here, not a backing track, a drum track, just to say in tempo. This is 100 BPMs. And try to play dynamically. This is very important, you know. I'm gonna put the drum beat and be like a robot. I mean, this is just for practicing. You wanna do some dynamics over your playing, like if you're playing some funk stuff. Sorry for the mistake. Funk stuff. So basically this is it, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, leave me a comment below. If you want more videos about this, I can do this in a different way, like explaining all the notes and talking about a little bit about theory, and you know, if you have any question, just leave a comment. So cheers once again, bye.